In this video, we will look at how to construct a ratio spread in a Thinkorswim platform. And I'm going to compare between the different time frame of a ratio spread. What do I mean by different time frame? We are going to look at the different expiry of the ratio spread and what it impact on the ratio spread. Let me go to the trade tab of SPY. The current market is 238.40. I'll be looking at a 30 days to expiry ratio spread, and the closest that we have is the 5th of April, 31 day to expiry. And if we open up, there wasn't a lot of strike, so we are going to skip this expiry and go to the next one that is closer to the 30 days. It will be the 7th of April, 33 days. We can see we have more strike than the previous one, so we are going to skip that one and use this one. I'm going to be looking at the put ratio spread for this example, and I'll be selling 2 at the money spread. The closer to it will be 238. If I'm going to sell 2 contract of this 238 put option at 280 each, the premium that we can bring in is $5.60 or $560. Let us go to the analyze trade, and this will be the risk graph of a 2 put option. And because there is a naked option, on the left hand side it will be unlimited risk. Now let's go back to add in our buy leg. We collected 560, so I'm going to use the 560 to purchase the option for less than 560 so that it will be a credit. Between 242 and 242.5, then I'm going to choose the 242. And if I were to buy this option and do a analyze trade, this will be our risk graph of a 30 days at the money ratio spread. The market is here. This is the current market, and I'm buying 242, which is here, and I'm selling 238, 2 contract over here, and the break even will be here. And because this is a credit trade, I receive 560 and I pay out 537 or thereabout. So the credit that we receive is $27. If the market go up all the way, then this trade will not lose money, because we have received $27 from the beginning. So we don't have an upside risk for this ratio spread, but we do have a downside risk. We are buying 1, selling 2, our break even is here, and there's a naked option involved. So the downside risk is all the way until 0. We'll have an unlimited loss. This is a typical ratio spread. So at the peak here at 238, we'll be making the maximum profit when the market expires. We'll be making about $400. And the break even is at 233. We don't have to stick to this, right? If you're worried about the downside, you can always shift it to the left. Instead of buying 242 and selling 238, we can be buying 238 and selling 234. But we will come back to the strike selection. How do we select the buy leg and sell leg in a separate video when we get into the strategy. For this video, I just want to show you the risk graph of a ratio spread. This is a 1 month ratio spread. Let us go to choose another one. Let me choose a 3 month ratio spread. Around June, 100 days to go. Same thing, I'll be selling the at the money option. 238, because there's 100 days to expiry. The 238 at the money put option is going for $6.54 per contract. if I were to sell 2 contract, let me analyze trade. I will uncheck this one. So this will be the June expiry. For 2 contract, I'll be bringing in about 1,003, and I'll use this 1,003 to purchase a put option that would be about 249. At 249, this is a debit trade. If you don't want to do it with a debit, then we'll purchase 1 strike in, which shall be the 248. And this will be the risk graph. If the market go up all the way on the right hand side, which means the market is going up, then this trade will be making $61 on June expiry. And the strike that we purchase is 248. The strike that we sell is 238. The break even will be 228. This is a much wider triangle than the previous one, a 1-month ratio spread. We can do it this way. That is because the short option is much more expensive. But the risk is that we are going to hold this trade for the next 100 days. Of course, we don't have to hold the trade until expiry. But what I mean is that this trade expire in 100 days. A lot of things can happen to the stock market in 100 days. If there's a big crash coming in, then this trade will be losing money very fast. But by doing this trade, you have a wider triangle. This is a very wide triangle. And again, we don't have to do it at the money 238 and buying the in the money 248. We can always start our buy leg at 238 and our sell leg at 228. And you'll shift everything from here all the way to this side. We can always play around with this. The wider the spread, the bigger the triangle. You can do a ratio spread that is wider. Let me take one last look at another example. And I'm going to go to January 2018. There is 300 days to expiry. What kind of risk graph can we see from here? I'm going to sell 2 contract of the 238. 2 contract we are able to fetch in about 2006. And we analyze. Uncheck the previous one. And this will be the 2 naked contract of the January 2018 at the money put. And we fetch in about 2,600. So I'm going to use a 2,600 to purchase a put, which shall be the 260. And this shall be the risk graph for a January 2018 expiry. And this is a very wide range. We buy the put here at 260 and our break even is at 216. Because the longer the expiration, the bigger your triangle. But the more risk you carry in terms of the days in the market. Because this particular set of ratio spread expire in 300 days. And we really don't know what will happen to the market in 300 days. I'm not saying that we should not do this trade or we should do this trade. But I'm just giving a different kind of scenario when we choose a 1 month, 3 month and a 9 month ratio spread. In the subsequent video, I'll explain to you how do we pick our buy leg and sell leg for our ratio spread. If you have any question on this section of the course, please drop me a message. Thank you.